The wind howled, whipping Cairo's hair across his face as he stood at the precipice of the chasm. Below him, the world twisted and churned, a swirling vortex of colors and energy. It was unlike anything he'd ever seen. Shook his head, trying to clear it. Had he fallen? Was this the end? But then he heard it. A voice, raspy and ancient, echoed through the void. "Welcome to the edge of worlds, Cairo." The voice seemed to slither into his mind, sending shivers down his spine. Now, the real game begins. Before Cairo could respond, the world shifted. What had been a gentle breeze became a raging storm, the air thickening with an unnatural darkness that seemed to pulse with an evil energy. All around him, grotesque figures stirred, their eyes glowing with a terrifying blue light. They were humanoid in shape, yet twisted, misshapen things like nightmares given form. Fear threatened to consume Cairo, but he forced it down, clutching the amulet tightly. It was warm under his fingers, thrumming with a power that seemed to echo the turmoil in his chest. He wasn't sure how he'd gotten here, but one thing was clear. He couldn't stay. With a determined nod, Cairo started to climb out of the chasm. As he pulled himself up, the figures below began to stir, their eerie blue eyes following his every move. But he didn't dare look back. Instead, he focused on the task at hand, his muscles screaming in protest as he hauled himself up and away from the swirling vortex below. Finally, his fingers found purchase on the ledge above. With a grunt, he pulled himself up and over, collapsing onto the solid ground. Panting, he pressed his back against the rough stone, his eyes closed, trying to steady his breathing. When he finally dared to open his eyes, he found himself in a place of swirling mists and gnarled trees. The air was thick with the scent of decay and the sound of buzzing insects. Yet, amidst the gloom, there was beauty. Flowers, strange and wonderful, bloomed in hues of purple and green, their petals shimmering with an otherworldly glow. A small smile touched Cairo's lips. Despite the danger that lurked around him, he couldn't help but be awestruck by the strange, ethereal beauty of this place. Taking a deep breath, he straightened, his gaze sweeping across the mist-shrouded landscape. This was no time for sightseeing. He had to find a way out of this place. Had to get back to reality. But as he turned to go, a voice raspy and cold as the grave echoed through the trees. "Leaving so soon, Cairo. The game has just begun." Terror surged through Cairo, freezing him in his tracks. He whirled around, his heart pounding, his eyes searching the trees for the source of the voice. But there was nothing there. Only the whispering wind and the rustling leaves, or had his journey just begun? And what was this voice? With a start, Cairo realized he wasn't alone. He was being watched, and whatever was watching him meant him harm. He could feel it in his bones. But he wouldn't give up. He wouldn't let fear paralyze him. Taking a shaky breath, he forced himself to move forward. Whatever awaited him in the mist, he would face it. He had to. Because, as the voice had said, the game had just begun.